It's really out of control. I don't understand how anybody can do it.
Animal Rescue say they're seeing more dogs being dumped around the metro. Why they say they don't have the ability to take them all in.
It's considered abandonment, and it falls under our cruelty ordinances.
And it's against the law to abandon your animal. The punishment Animal Welfare says you could face. Plus, the canine flu is forcing shelters to shut down. How it's impacted adoption efforts and when they're expected to reopen. The news starts right now.
There's been a big uprise since COVID, huge uprise. But in the last 5 months, definitely worse.
Dogs dumped across the metro, causing community concerns and overwhelming animal rescues.
Tonight, we're digging into the potential reasons behind the problem and the impact we're seeing in several parts of the state. Now, countless animal rescues say that there's simply not enough room for the amount of dogs that need homes, including street rescue and recovery. They say that more than a dozen dogs were found wandering the side of the road at Norman last week. Neighbors say that they were dumped there months ago.
4 of them were puppies that were not in good condition. They were real skinny. He had rounded up the puppies and one of the dogs. 4 puppies and 1 adult went with a rescuer in Norman, and she was able to secure financial care for them and fosters. And then I have 3 of the adults, and then there's 4 more out there with various injuries. But as of right now, we're not going out to catch them because there is nowhere to put them.
The organization adds that they're in serious need of help.
We have nowhere to put them. We need help. I need help. My rescue needs help. We need people to help these dogs. We're drowning. I'm at the end of my rope.
Now, Street Dog Rescue and Recovery says that if you know someone who could comfortably house and keep dogs safe, call 405-633-1553. You can also contact the organization on streetdogrescueok.org.
Tonight, we have an update on how 6 abandoned puppies are doing. We told you earlier this month 8 puppies were dumped in a bin full of water at a construction site in Oklahoma City. 2 had already drowned. Well, Oklahoma Animal Rescue co-founder Tara Summerlin says the 6 pups that survived are doing amazingly. She tells Fox 25 they are completely healthy and they're now thriving. The puppies are currently recovering at a foster home.
They've gone from about 1.5 pounds to 2 pounds each to about 3 to 4 pounds each just in a week and a half. So they're doing amazing.
Summerlin says once they're 7 to 8 weeks old, the puppies will be split up into pairs.
13 puppies were dumped at a Stillwater church earlier this month. Stillwater Animal Welfare says a truck dumped the puppies back on July 2nd. In a video shared by the shelter, you can see the puppies chasing after the truck as it drives away. Stillwater Animal Welfare tells us that some of those puppies are now up for adoption. And back on July 1st, the staff at Oklahoma Humane Society discovered a Chihuahua left in a dog carrier hanging out their front door in the heat. Thankfully, the dog is okay, but the Humane Society says that they have no sheltering facilities for animals to be housed.
Oklahoma City Animal Welfare says dumping dogs is illegal and you can be fined. Dumping a dog is considered abandonment and falls under cruelty ordinances. It's considered a misdemeanor and comes with a fine of at least $188. If the animal is injured or sick, those charges can increase.
Well, animal shelters around the metro are still working to address the ongoing canine flu outbreak.
Fox 25's David Chazanoff joins us live tonight with an update on how things are going in Oklahoma City. David, what's the latest?
Wayne and Wendy, as you can see, the OKC Animal Welfare is still closed. The front doors here are locked, but there is a sign on the door telling you how to get in contact with an employee. Now, the shelter tells me that they are working to get this all under control.
They all seem to be responding well to the treatment. Most of them are better.
During the OKC Animal Welfare's second battle with the canine flu, Shelter Superintendent John Gary says this time things are more under control.
We've been fortunate enough that this go around we've been able to start making some dogs available, which last time we weren't able to do. We had to stay throughout the entire closure. No dogs could leave.
As of Monday afternoon, 171 dogs are available for adoption. You can take a look at each pup on their website, call the number on the shelter's front door, and an employee can bring a dog out to you.
It's so important that the public understands that we only have a certain amount of space, and once that room runs out, we have to make some difficult choices. So their help coming in for adoption, for foster, is huge for us during this time.
Help from the community is crucial. As Oklahoma Animal Rescue co-founder Tara Summerlin says, animal dumping has gotten worse since shelters around the metro closed.
It's at epidemic levels. It's something I've never seen in the 15 years I've been in rescue.
This has put a strain on our group's resources.
It is absolutely heartbreaking that people don't feel like they have a resource now with the shelter closed. We've gone from getting about 3 to 5 inquiries a week about an owner surrender to almost 10 a day.
Though things might get better for animal groups soon, as at least one shelter is working on a reopening plan.
And we hope to be able to announce something really, really soon.
And Gary tells me he hopes to announce a reopening plan within a day or so. Reporting live in Oklahoma City, David Chazanov, Fox 25 News.
All right, thanks, David. Well, overcrowding and animal dumping is not just a local problem. Other states are dealing with similar situations. A shelter in California is being inundated with dogs and cats. They say in the last week, people have gone as far as throwing cats over its fence and leaving dogs tied to its gates. The shelter is running out of space, forcing staff to put crates on the grassy areas and convert carports into kennels.
We are maximizing every inch and maximizing every supply that we can, recycling things from different places to build kennels to house them properly.
Most of the dogs are not microchipped, and the ones that are have owners who don't want them returned. Staff says that many of them were adopted during the pandemic.
During the pandemic, everybody wanted a cute, fluffy puppy, and that's what they got. However, with everybody going back to work and everything normalizing now, these dogs are big and nobody has time.
They're asking people to call the shelter or wait for staff to arrive instead of just leaving dogs tied to the gate or fence. Now, staff are also looking into getting more cameras installed to deter these abandonments. The shelter says that rescue missions are in the works to transport some of the dogs to Idaho and here to Oklahoma. In the past few months, they've had some taken to Montana.
Some states along the East Coast are also being overrun with pets that need care and new homes. In Georgia, the founder of Coastal Pet Rescue says in her 20 years of work, she's never seen the shelter situations look this bad. Lisa Scarborough says she believes the unprecedented number of pet surrenders is being driven by things like inflation and people underestimating the commitment an animal requires.
You just have to think more long term than just the immediate falling in love with an animal because it's cute and cuddly. It's great that you have that initial attraction, but you have to really, really think long term about what commitment you can give to those animals.
Rescue groups say having too many pets in shelters increases the risk of having to put animals down.
7 out of 10 got to leave alive, but 3 out of those 10 did not. And that is abysmal. That is honestly an extremely frustrating reflection on our community, and we can all do better. But it takes being responsible for not only yourself but the other pets in your communities.
Rescue organizers say the best way to combat the overcrowding in shelters is to establish spay and neuter laws to control the growth of animal populations and prevent unwanted and accidental litters.
Well, in Pauls Valley, 2 people are facing animal cruelty charges after police say they put a puppy in a dumpster.
Fox 25 Sarah Smith spoke with the man who found that dog. She joins us live tonight with this story. Sarah.
Windy police here are investigating after they say someone heard a puppy bark in a dumpster. A soft bark catching Daryl Smith by surprise.
Seen a little black dog with puppy dog eyes looking at me, and she was barely alive, skin and bones, and took her home and then took her to the pound later that day to foster her.
Smith called 911 to report what he found. Investigators say they tracked down 2 suspects, Ricky Stanfield and Christine Banville.
She said there was 2 litters worth of puppies, and they were obviously of different ages. The puppy that was found in the dumpster, neither she nor Stanford admitted to putting the puppy in the dumpster. However, there was stuff through the interviews, there was information that led us to believe that they were more than more than aware that
Police say Smith took in a few of the puppies. The other pups are in the Pauls Valley Animal Shelter. Sadly, 3 of the dogs died, including the one found in the dumpster.
I just can't help seeing an innocent animal struggling for anything like that, and I just did what anybody with a good heart would do, I'd imagine.
Several of these babies are still available at the Pauls Valley Animal Clinic. Now, Wendy, I know you just got a pup. Wayne, your turn. Noah, you too. Anyways, live in Pauls Valley, Sarah Smith, Fox 25 News.
Making me want another one.
I know, right? Thanks, Sarah. All right, we'll stick with Fox 25. We will keep you updated on the animals you heard about tonight, as well as learn more about their condition and adoption status.
We'll also keep bringing you the latest on OKC Animal Welfare's reopening plan once it is announced. You can find that and more about all of these stories right now on OKCFox.com.